United States just witnessed an unprecedented growth in renewable energy in 2022, with a commitment from every individual state government to go 100% fossil fuel-free in the coming years. This growth of renewables in the first 6 months on this year is just a start. To lower carbon emission and for a sustainable electricity generation, every country around the world is committing to attain electricity from renewable sources as soon as possible. Sadly, the United States is way back in this game. From 2000 to 2021, the electricity production sources encountered a big shift from coal to gas. Coal power production dropped from 52% to 22%, which is really good, but gas power production increased from 15% to 38%, just substituting one carbon sources with another, and that's a big no-no for the sustainable future. In last 21 years, renewable sources like wind and solar grew from less than 1% to over 10% in the United States. Considering the scope of scalability and availability of renewable resources, this is a solid B- grade performance.
Pretty good, right?
I'd say a solid B-.
In 2021, in a single year, Vietnam managed to grow their solar output a staggering 337%. This is huge. If Vietnam can do this with their state of economy, which is smaller than the some states of US, I think the United States should have done better. But things are looking different this year. According to new data from the U.S. Energy Information Administration (EIA), renewables provided more than 25% of electrical generation in the United States in the first 6 months of this year. More than a quarter of total electricity came from renewables. Off to a good start, I must say. For the 6-month period to June 30 of this year, electricity generation by wind increased by 25%. Now this is solid A+ performance in my book. In the first 6 months, wind power provided almost 12% of total electricity generation. More than 1/10 seems like a big portion, but it is nothing compared to its potentiality. According to National Renewable Energy Laboratory, the wind power can produce over a staggering 40,000 terawatt-hour of electricity, which is 10 times more electricity US needed last year. Last year, electricity production from wind was only 383 terawatt-hour, which is less than 1% of its potentiality. In last 6 months, solar power generation grew by 27.72%, which is higher than wind and provided almost 5% of U.S. electrical requirement. Among all the renewable sources, solar perhaps the most scalable electricity generation source. The $369 billion Inflation Reduction Act has a goal to quadruple the solar output in 8 years. Currently, there are 240 million solar panels in the United States. By the end of 2030, it is expected to be near 1 billion. As I have mentioned earlier, Vietnam managed to increase its solar power output by 337% in a single year. Even China and Germany is betting big on solar. If wind power have the potentiality to power USA over 10 times, then solar have at least 50 times. And the best part is, you don't need unused areas to install solar panels. Solar panels can be installed anywhere, from over farming lands to rooftops, even in the lakes. Just install it once, and it will provide electricity for next 20 to 30 years at least, with little maintenance. At the end of last year, United States produced around 4,400 terawatt-hours of electricity. 19% of this production came from nuclear power, and only 13% from solar and wind. Apparently, USA preferred nuclear over renewables, but not anymore. In the first 6 months of this year, wind and solar generated almost as much as the United States nuclear power plants. This shows how quickly the United States is ramping up its renewable production. According to U.S. Energy Information Administration, from June last year to June this year, United States added 82 terawatt-hour from all renewables, and only 14.6 terawatt-hour from all fossil fuel sources. This is 462% more electricity from renewables than fossil fuels. The $369 billion Inflation Reduction Act will be a game changer for the renewable sector. Let me know if you want to know more about this in the next video. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Have a very good day. You deserve it.